Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tina, and today I am going to be doing my behind the book. Yes, I know I am wearing the same shirt and jacket from the previous video. I decided to kill two birds with one stone. Is that the saying? I don't know. But anyways, I decided to go ahead and just hop on and do my quick behind the book. So yeah, if you're interested in watching, then please keep on watching. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down below if you've read this book, if you like the book. If you haven't read the book, do you plan on reading the book? Have you seen the movie? Don't tell me about the movie, don't spoil it, because I do want to see the movie. But anyways, excuse me. Anyways, yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know, like I said, if you liked it. And at the end of the video, if you did like the video, then still give it a thumbs up. Yeah, I am being super weird and I'm repeating myself, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Well, today we are gonna be reviewing the 5 Feet Apart book. I listened to the audio form of this book, so I did not physically read it. I do plan on physically reading the book. I don't know when exactly, but I do plan on physically reading it. I did enjoy the audio a little bit. It's completely different than what I'm used to. I haven't listened to audio since like elementary, so it was a little bit different. I'm not saying that it was horrible. It's just something that I have to get used to. I will say that I did not like about the audio, excuse me, was there was only 2 voice actors, and I wish that there was a little bit more for every character that popped up in the book, but nonetheless, there was really only 2 main characters, and that is Stella and Will. Stella is a girl who suffers from cystic fibrosis, and Will is a boy who suffers from vesicophagia. Basically, their illnesses are very severe, where they cannot get near each other. They have to stand 6 feet apart from each other, so that way they don't contract any infections from one another, because they can kill each other. So I really enjoyed their love story, like their storyline. I think it's super cute. It definitely gives me The Fault in Our Star vibes. I will say at first, Stella does not like Will because he is a complete rebel and she's a goody two-shoes. So she doesn't like that he doesn't take his treatment serious, and that's pretty much all. So she tries to help him, or she actually helps him get more serious and makes him view the world a little bit different, just to kind of make him realize, like, you're worth living. Your life is worth living. You know, just because you don't have, like, there's no cure for your sickness doesn't mean that you cannot live. Doesn't mean that you have to stop living life and appreciating life. So she kind of changes his insight and his whole view of life by just really, like, being a bossy person to him, and like getting him to take his meds and everything. And that's one thing that kind of, like, I think made him fall in love with her, because she got him to believe that his life was worth something, just like she believes her life is worth something as well. Like, they have something to live for, that this sickness shouldn't be something that keeps them from living. So that's pretty much their whole love story. I will say, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling anything for you guys. If you have not read this book, then I suggest you do not listen to this video until you read the book. But if you have, let me know down below if you enjoyed the book. I really did enjoy this book. I did tear up at the very end of this book. Not because anybody died or anything, because nobody dies in this story. Only because it's like their love is super forbidden, that they're not allowed to be next to each other. They can never touch one another, never kiss one another, hug one another. Like, they just can never be, like, no type of physical contact with one another. And that's super sad, because they really do love each other, to the point where one of them has to walk away forever. And that just crushed me, because I'm like, The thought of loving somebody so much and watching them walk away because it's better for you and better for them, but you both still love each other very, very much, like that is so heart crushing to me. And it's one of those stories that if you love somebody, you have to let them go. So, and if you're looking for one of those cheesy love stories, this is definitely it. And when you do, or if you do read it, let me know down below if you liked it, or if you're not as cheesy as me, then I'm probably the only person that will like it. I don't know, I haven't really heard too much about this book. I know a lot of people have gotten this book, but I haven't heard anybody talk about the book. I am ready to see the movie now, and I really hope that the movie is just as good as the book. I know that they're gonna cut out a lot because they cannot mimic the book entirely, because then that movie would be forever long. But anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed this behind the book. I know I didn't give too much information, but there's really not too much to give other than that they're two people who suffer from a sickness that they can't be, two different sicknesses that they can't be too close to each other, because if they are, one can contract an infection, the other one can contract, and they just can kill each other because of their sicknesses. So that's pretty much it. It's a forbidden love. I know I'm not doing justice for the book, but that's all I really can say about the book, is that, you know, they fight the odds to try to forget about their sickness keeping them apart, but they really can't. They really cannot. I do highly suggest that you do read the book, because even though they cannot touch one another, an incident does happen in the book that requires Will to give Stella mouth to mouth, and that in itself can completely ruin her chances to ever get a transplant. But luckily for her, he did not. Sorry, my camera just died on me. How rude. Anyways, like I was saying, lucky for her, he did not infect her, and she ended up getting her transplant. But he had to say goodbye to her and just completely let her go, because their love, or them trying to be together, it wasn't gonna work. They were gonna kill each other if they continued to overstep boundaries and try to be with one another and just live life day by day like the way he was living at first, before she completely changed his whole world. He just decided, like, I love her enough to just say goodbye, and she's just gonna have to live with it, because Stella deserves to live just like he deserves to live. But he knows his odds are not as near close as hers. Like, he pretty much just has to take it day by day and hope that some magical medicine is gonna save his life. So at least if he can help her by getting extra life and living a little longer to just stay away from her, then he's willing to do that. So I will say I like the book. Like I said a bunch of times, I love the book. I highly suggest you guys read it. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end that here because I keep repeating myself. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a big like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.